Beautiful starseeds. Alice Roorda, spiritual psychologist here. And I'm really fully tuned in to create a new video for you starseeds on how to bring your mission forward on Earth. And I don't know what's coming, but I feel already so much connection. So I just want to get started straight away and see what will come through for us in this video. What support do we need at this moment in time? That's the intention I set before starting the recording. What is it that we starseeds need in this moment in time? If you have never seen a video of me, my body moves with all the high frequency energy going through my body. If you have no idea what this is all about, there's a video on YouTube, on my channel, that's called "This is Quantum Healing!" exclamation mark. Have a look there so you have a bit more information. At least you get to understand a bit of what's happening here. There's so much coming through. There's this being here with us. Like one eye, kind of strange. Sorry. Being. Okay, before anything continues, I want to make sure also that you know that this is our, looking at the time, our 30 minutes together. This is a circle, a portal of high frequency energy, source energy, and unconditional love. So anything that comes forward to support is whatever we need in this moment in time, whatever time you watch this, is in service to that. Is that high frequency. Okay, so this being that came through is still here. So who are you and how would you like to support us, please? Hey, amazing, hey, amazing, hey, say, hey, oh, hey, I say, hey, hey, sa, hey, hey, ha, oh, hey, ha, oh, hey. Your perception of reptilians is of those that seek to take over the power on planet Earth. But here I am as a reptilian, showing you that not everyone has that intention. Here I am as a reptilian, daring to show up in front of you. And I say daring as I know there is such a negative association with reptilians. Yet I am here to support you in all that you are. And the reason why Alice rechecked was exactly because she is as informed as you, most of you are, that the reptilians have a dark agenda. Well, not all reptilians. And definitely not me. And with me, other reptilians. Alice knows us from her time on Orion. Agree. Where we were leading a few of the planets in the Orion constellation. But that aside, here I am today to support you. Thank you. Let me allow Alice to describe the energy that she's feeling. She wants to. Indeed. So for you, if you are someone that can feel energies, feel free to tune in. The reason, Alice speaking here, the reason I needed to check, because for me it feels like a lower, denser energy, but it comes with a good heart. It looks like a strange, in the sense of not something you see every day, creature. The first thing that came through was the one eye, where we have our third eye, a very thick skin. How do I describe that? Arms and legs, but everything thick, like maybe not the best comparison, but more like a crocodile. Skin so rough, so scaled, but then without the scales. And the energy that comes from it is very calm, actually. My whole voice is becoming calmer. It's a very calm energy. It's a very gentle energy. Calm, gentle, simple, almost pure. I say almost because it's not pure light. It's still a being, has a body. So let's hear from it. Thank you, by the way, for being here. And we love your support in a starseed being here on Earth and doing that to the best of our capacity and capability. And stepping into our light and mission. Any support is always welcome. Okay, I just need to get into that energy. There we are. Thank you for the description. Yeah, it is not your regular guy that shows up in your channelings, in your transmission, Alice. A matter of fact, it has never showed up before. Indeed. But here I am. Because humankind and you starseeds should know, which you know when you're fully tuned in with all that you are, but you need to know, being on Earth, that there is the good ones and the bad ones. In other words, just your language, not mine, but that if the time comes that you meet a reptilian, you need to be able to distinguish what you have in front of you. And here I am to give you that other example. You need to distinguish between them, because there is so much likelihood that you will come in contact with them if you're not already. And you need to feel the difference. The more you are from the third to the fourth dimension, the more you will come across the reptilians. And Alice knows too well how it feels to have a reptilian attack, or a reptilian clinging on to you and sucking your energy out. That is not a pleasant experience. You need to recognize that that is a reptilian that wants something from you, that uninvited by you came into your energy field. You need to get rid of that as soon as possible. When you notice your energy is depleted, when your energy all of a sudden drops, when you're all of a sudden can't keep your eyes open, or you feel your head is heavy, your eyelids are feeling heavy to hold open, you all of a sudden feel that change of energy. If you're not able to witness that, to see that, to feel that, at least feel the symptoms. And then put the intention of getting rid of it. Cooperate with your higher self. Ask for Archangel Michael to cut anything and to release it from you. And if you still feel it's there, ask Archangel Michael to bring in support, angel support, to help him with his mission, to release that reptilian from your energy system, because it won't go by itself unless you move to the fifth dimension. There's no attacks once you're in the fifth dimension. So raising your frequency is even more important now. I don't tell you this to scare you. I want you to connect with us, with everyone that is here to support you. But I want you to distinguish between one and the other. And we are lacking connection with many of you because that distinction is not being made so well. So whenever, like Alice, when we started seeing me, she needs to recheck if I'm actually one of the good ones. And that's good. That's good. Do check. Do tune in. Do you research? Not so much in the books, but you saw how Alice did it? She just made sure that whatever came through was of pure unconditional love and source energy. And that whatever would come forward is of that high frequency, which I am. Although it's not the same high frequency as an Arcturian, it's not the same as the sun, it's not the same as stardust energy, just to name a few. It is in the scale of high frequency on the lower range. That's just what it is. Yes, and we are still growing and developing. But we're held back by our brothers and sisters following the dark agenda. So I just want to ask you a question. So how would you support us then? We have allowed you in. We welcomed you in. We're happy to have you here and hear your perspective. So tell me or show us. Not that I'm testing you in any way, but please, we are here having 30 minutes. Is there anything that you can give us, support us with? We would really with our open arms, welcome that. If that is what you please to do so. Yes. Thank you for that intervention. Oh, this is just me, Alice, my body, because the moment I speak, I get out of it, and then I need to get back in it, which is such a weird, I need to say, frequency in the sense I don't know it. I'm not familiar with it. There you are. And thank you, Alice, for allowing your body to carry my frequency, although it feels different. It is part of you expanding in more experiences, your connection with me, Alice, and all of you is expanding your experiences, expanding your capabilities, because expanding your galactic membranes, because you know me. In your galactic experience as a galactic being, you know there are reptilians that are absolutely of higher frequency than the ones you deal with on Earth. Well, and outside of Earth as well. You know me, my people, my lineage. You're familiar with that, and me showing up here is that remembrance of that. More and more remembering of who you are as you become familiar now here, us being together with that energy of mine. Even if you don't feel it, even if you're not aware, you are getting reminded of that component of you, and that's why I'm here. So you remember more of all that you are through me. Just a small element of it. Because you will get more and more in contact with reptilians of both sides. And I want you to know there's the full spectrum of reptilians. Those of lower, darker agenda, and those of higher frequency without an agenda, I would say. At least not an agenda as such for humankind. But not an agenda as we just gave it meaning. Our agenda, between brackets, is to grow, to evolve, to be that beautiful high frequency being. Just like what you want for yourself. We're not so different after all then. So what I would like to invite you to do is to open your mind to the appearance of me here in this space and time. Me, the reptilian, without an agenda. So I want to invite you to sense me, to see me, to feel me with your senses. Sorry. I want to invite you as if I'm in the middle of an auditorium and you are all looking at me and observing me and seeing me and sensing me, and all the spotlights are on me so that you can see the details well. Here I am, a reptilian that you can trust. Feel that. Feel what it is to trust a reptilian. Feel what it is to have a creature in front of you that might look scary in the beginning. But the more you allow, because that's all it is, you allow yourself to connect with it, the more you see it, you feel it, you sense it. It is simply an allowance. As long as you don't allow, which is fine, which is okay, there's no judgment, the more blurry your vision is, or nothing shows up. And try not to be too much in your mind. Really try to observe whatever shows up. And whatever shows up, you go with it. Don't push it away. Because you have an image of how it should look like. No. I can have many images. What Alice describes was how C sees it. And yours might be different. So whatever you notice, stay with that. And really take me in. In the sense, observe me. Fully become familiar with my energy. Become familiar with my looks. Become familiar with that such a creature can have a good heart. So the outer appearance is not always representing the energy in the sense that it looks creepy. It only looks creepy to you. I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about whatever else you're going to be exposed to as a human being in the years to come. 10, 15, 17 years to come. You are at the forefront, leading humanity to become familiar with that. So you need to familiarize yourself with it and feel the energy of whatever comes, knowing if it's high vibration or a low vibration. That's what it comes to. That's how simple it is. And that's why I want you to tune into me. And as Alice so rightfully sensed in the beginning, it didn't feel like these high frequency energies, these high frequency beings that she normally connects with. Absolutely true. And still you need to discern between if that is high enough energy to be in the good side, let's say, or is that too low of an energy and it's on the dark side. You need to feel what happens in your body to make that differentiation. So let's feel what is in your body. How do I make you feel? How are you sensing me? So focus away from me, inside of you while you look at me, while you sense me, but focus on how does that make you feel? Now you're used a bit to my looks or to us being together as an energetic collision in this space and time. How do you feel? And it might start with being scared if you see something. And I'm telling you this because there's so many more creatures galactically. The first reaction might be scared, fear. And that is just because it's unfamiliar. Feel beyond the anxiety. What is the actual resonance of the energy of the person in front of you? The being, the energy, the entity in front of you. And learn from that. This was just a lesson to familiarize yourself with the weirdness. Because you as Starseed need to remember, need to be familiar so you can lead the way. If people get scared, and they will, because it's so unfamiliar. And you might say, but you're starting a bit too early. I can hear some of you think already now. Yes, you can never start too early. Who knows what will come? Who knows how it will evolve? Who knows? I depart here. My message has delivered. The lesson is done. It was beautiful connecting with you. Thank you for connecting with me and watching me and being able to endure my energy and my visual. It might sound strange, but we love you. We, the reptilians, love you. Thank you. Thank you for that connection. It does feel strange indeed. I had a little hesitation of saying that love. Gosh, there's so much trained. I'm so much trained. Reptilians. And I know they're not all such negative and not all have agendas. But having felt that in my system, know others that are attacked by it and know what's happening on planet Earth, man, it's difficult to see that with positivity. So I really loved for that different perspective we got today from that different introduction. And maybe you're already familiar with that. And this was just another occasion to connect. And us getting prepared, apparently. That is what was needed at this moment in time. To me, it feels a bit early. But man, what do I know? All right, let's close there. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Love to hear from you in the comments how that resonated with you, how that went for you, what did it do to you. So much love and beautiful that we're doing this together. See you in another video or in my light portal, my platform where I do way more of these interactions and coaching calls and whatnot. It's all in the description below if that resonates with you. Much, much, much love. Bye-bye.